Have you ever heard that airplane doors are locked during flight to prevent passengers from opening them? It's a common myth. The truth is far more scientific and reassuring. You see, the doors aren't kept shut by locks alone. They're held firmly in place by something much more powerful: air pressure. Airplane cabins are pressurized to simulate the air pressure at a comfortable altitude, usually around 6,000 to 8,000 feet. This means the air pressure inside the cabin is much higher than the air pressure outside at cruising altitudes, which can reach 35,000 feet or higher. The higher pressure inside the cabin pushes against the door, effectively locking it shut. The force required to overcome this pressure differential is enormous, far beyond what any human could muster. So rest assured, even if someone attempted to open a door mid-flight, they wouldn't be able to budge it. Ever wonder why airplanes fly so high in the sky? The real reasons are all about efficiency, safety, and a smoother ride. One major reason is fuel efficiency. As we go higher in the atmosphere, the air gets thinner or less dense. Thinner air means less drag, which is the resistance an airplane encounters as it moves through the air. With less drag, the plane needs less fuel to maintain its speed. Flying at high altitudes also helps airplanes avoid bad weather. By cruising above this layer, airplanes can often fly above the weather, resulting in a smoother, more comfortable flight for passengers. Finally, flying at high altitudes helps keep everyone safe by spreading out the traffic. We've talked about how important air pressure is for keeping airplanes in one piece, but did you know it also affects how we experience the world around us, especially when we're cruising thousands of feet in the air? Cabin pressurization systems maintain a comfortable air pressure inside the plane, similar to what you'd experience at a much lower altitude. This ensures we get enough oxygen to stay happy and healthy during our flight. But here's the catch: cabin pressure can play some funny tricks on our senses, particularly taste and smell. Ever notice that airplane food doesn't quite taste the same as it does on the ground? That's partly because the low humidity levels inside the cabin, a side effect of pressurization, dry out our nasal passages. Section 4. Can you hear me now? Cell phones and airplane regulations. Remember the days when you had to switch your cell phone to airplane mode the second you stepped on a plane? These days, the rules around cell phone use on airplanes are a bit more relaxed. In the early days of cell phones, there were concerns that the radio waves they emitted could interfere with sensitive aircraft navigation and communication systems. To err on the side of caution, airlines and aviation authorities implemented strict rules prohibiting cell phone use during flight. However, as technology advanced and more research was conducted, it became clear that the risk of interference from cell phones was minimal. Many airlines now allow passengers to use their cell phones in airplane mode, which disables cellular connectivity but enables other functions like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Section 5. Turbulence ahead. Climate change and bumpy flights. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because we're about to delve into a topic that's a little bumpy: the potential link between climate change and turbulence. You've probably heard about climate change causing more extreme weather events on the ground. But did you know it could also be making our flights a bit rougher? As our planet warms, scientists predict that we'll see changes in wind patterns and jet stream behavior. The jet stream is a band of strong winds high in the atmosphere that pilots use to their advantage, like a tailwind for airplanes. But as climate change disrupts these patterns, the jet stream could become more unstable, leading to increased turbulence, especially on transatlantic flights. Now, it's important to note that this is a complex issue and more research is needed to fully understand the relationship between climate change and turbulence. And while climate change might be throwing us a few more bumps along the way, by staying informed and thinking critically, we can all do our part to ensure smoother flights for generations to come.